Joining us for more on this is our political editor, Andrew Clennell. Andrew, what's your understanding about his next move?
Well, a bit of speculation on social media, Annalise, that Mike Baird will run for Warringah and take Zali Steggall on. It's my understanding that won't be occurring, and even though people have spoken to Mike Baird about it, I don't believe at this stage he has any intention of making that move. He's just going to look for another job, and it kind of makes sense that he's leaving the NAB at the time that he is, given that he came in under the former Chief Executive, Andrew Thorburn. There's a new Chief Executive there who probably wants his own team in place. So Baird actually was down here with the new Chief Executive last week, introducing him to various ministers, but obviously he's decided to look for new opportunities.
I guess it is hard when he was being touted as the future leader of the bank, to be the next CEO, to have to play second fiddle for a number of years without any assurance that you would actually get to that point would be quite challenging.
Yeah, I think that's right. And look, the temptation of federal politics is always there, I guess, but he doesn't have an interest in it, I don't think. And frankly, I think he and others think Zali Steggall would be quite difficult to knock off in that seat, particularly because of the climate change debate and the government's policy. So it would take a lot of convincing to get him to run. Certainly a lot of Liberals think he's the only chance of the Liberals getting back that seat. And that would be a handy seat indeed to have, given Scott Morrison's only got a two-seat majority. They would need wins like that at the next election, you'd think.
He is quite young, though. Maybe he's thinking he's still got a bit of time in him before he goes into federal politics.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe in 5 years. But if the opportunity's there and you've still got a profile, you want to go now. Of course, I guess his appointment to the bank was kind of controversial. It was a $2 million a year job, and it occurred about 3 months after he'd left the Premier's job to spend more time with family. But I guess in that job he did still get to spend more time with family than as Premier, which is quite an exacting role. He was Premier for nearly 3 years. But as I say, people reading into this the prospect of a political comeback, I don't think that's the case.
Would be quite extraordinary, wouldn't it? Andrew Clennell, thank you for your time.